When I was writing Taxi Ride, Mpho Popps was writing a porn movie. He had everything on lock. A porn movie. I'll give you the name. He had the Ata that's when Zigenzele David Dafitar. Bra Dave wait ke tshwere ke na le di actor. Ke setse ke tshwere di actor. Re tshwere le eng ke ba botse lina la movie no.
Los
Voros.
Volume 1.
Volume 1. Popps was busy with the porn movie.
It means he had like a vision to do more.
More. And more.
Volume 1.
Yeah.
Volume 1.
Yeah.
Volume 2.
It is a plan for 7 volumes there.
Yeah.
Guys, I can explain why.
Yeah.
Popps,
I had written a porno.
Dude, he had everything. He had everything. You know when someone are where's the location for mabone. Bana ba lekinya ka ba batsie go light it's in so gore he ba etsa bana ho sa bona la o ka re ke ntse so ke re he mustana mo diabo. And I'll passionate blind. I swear die bulele. Like that was one of
research before that.
That was one of the hardest things I've ever heard. Hard, get that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it was,
Wait. Before you Los Voros, ne?
Okay.
Let me tell you why I wrote Los Voros.
Popps.
I wrote Los Voros because Mapona Volume 1 had come out.
Okay.
And that was South Africa's first ever.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I've always been into production.
Yeah, no, inspired.
Yeah.
No, more
So
like
Mapona Volume 1
Yeah.
sold, because at the time we had put out
DVD.
Triple O, the comedy DVD,
Yes.
right? We had put out a comedy DVD with myself, Thomas Gumete, Toles Mo, Lihle Msimang called Triple O. And we were struggling to, we used to sell DVDs at the show. Then Mapona Volume 1 came out, ne? And within 3 months, they had sold 50,000 DVDs, Mapona Volume 1. That's
Yeah.
over R1 million that movie made back then, right?
So
and I was like,
no,
hold on.
I want to eat.
Right?
Gross.
And then obviously I watched Mapona just to see. For research.
Yes. Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way. I even have a gag about Mapona. Because it was
You bought and watched Mapona. Don't say just watch.
It was produced badly. It was terribly produced, right?
How much of Mapona did you watch? The whole thing?
Yeah.
For research purposes, I had to make sure that I see how it's put together.
But you watched it in increments, ne?
I
4 minutes, 4 minutes.
No, I watched the whole thing. No, so Mapona is one of those you can't even watch and then you stop. You kind of watch the whole thing because you're like,
is it?
Because it's bad. It's not it doesn't engage you in the way that it should, right? So the production quality wasn't great on Mapona.
Okay, how should it?
But then,
If you're watching a regular thing, within 3 minutes you should be like, I'm done. I'll
but
carry on
if we're different, if
you don't have the strength anymore.
if that's your way of defending Los Voros, we are getting lost here.
No, it's my man. So like the first scene in Mapona is a guy comes home after work. His girlfriend is washing the dishes. There's no soap in the water that she's washing the dishes.
Yeah.
So she's washing clean dishes in clear water.
Yeah.
And then he comes home and then she goes, "Hi, babe." And he goes, "Hi, love." And then the guy goes, the lady goes, "Are you thirsty, my love?"
Yeah.
Goes, "Yes, I would love a glass of milk." She opens the fridge and takes out a glass of milk.
Glass of milk in the fridge.
Brr.
Bad production.
No.
So
Porn is
production-
not about the production.
Exactly.
Porn is not about the production. Porn is just like when you take a one-night stand to the garage and saying you're going to buy biscuits.
So you guys watch
You
these
get what I'm
things.
saying? You meet a girl at the club, you stop and say, I'm going to buy biscuits at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's porn for you. Porn, the story is just suggesting, but we all know where we are going.
Oh.
So what I did with Los Voros is I created a uniquely South African narrative.
Who was your cast?
That had,
Yeah.
there were people.
Yeah.
You still know these people.
I still, one day, no. So when we do an episode when it's just the three of us, please remind me. I will tell you the script
Of Los Voros.
of Los Voros, because it's a written out script, and it's so South African and unique in terms of diversity and culture. It's just each scene would end up as a thing, but the storyline, it's a storyline. It's a movie that just happens to have.
So when you're watching porn, you're like, there's no representation here.
Yeah.
Where's the dates on Mpho Mondays?
So then David Gow
Yeah.
and Chris Forrest sat me down and they were like, look, this is a great script, but are you sure you want to attach your name? Because this is going to be forever.
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 Like the
Like,
internet never forgets.
yeah, because now when I was young, like you were a more clean
Yeah.
comedian, right?
Yeah.
When I was young, younger comic, I was like very edgy, I wasn't Trevor Gumby hectic,
Yeah.
but I was hectic in my ideas and I would swear a lot more on
Wild, yeah.
stage. I was more wild in my ideas, right? And I always wanted to do things for the purpose of pushing the envelope. And I wasn't worried about this or that or whatever. So that's why I had that idea. But when Dave and Chris had the chat with me about longevity,
They're
and
like,
whatever you do,
longevity,
this thing will...
Longvoroso, I mean, Los Voroso.
Lost. Yeah.
Yes. So yes, back to
Now that idea
your
is
movie
lost.
that never had any words.
Yeah, 1.3 million on YouTube. Are you making that money
Am I
from that movie?
from that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone is. So,
Who's that someone? Is it you?
I like that cool.
Oh,
You
I
saw,
also like
you saw
it.
that movie, Mrs. David Gow Presents. Ne?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, we're going to move into the script, how the
Hey.
script comes about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because politique.
Hey.
The movie was firstly about my journey. I never had a car, remember?
Yes.
I didn't have a car. So every time when I get to David Gow's office, I get all the chronicles tsa go taxi. Gore, hapo go taxi o etsahetse so,
So
o
much
etsahetse.
storytelling
Then
from
the
the
ninja
story.
was like, yo, man, I'm having this thing with Mzansi Magic. Maybe put those ideas on paper. And then Rebono Reta. So, and then most of the time, Nyaupe was new.
It was developing
Yeah.
and bubbling.
Nyaupe was new. And then I was so frustrated, Kokasi, every time when I have to go somewhere and see a young boy that I know as a clean young man, and then alle otherwise. Because before Nyaupe, ibiziwa Nyaupe. Never know about one otherwise. No, for real. There's a boy, I'm going to name him. There was a boy called Manana. He was my younger brother's friend.
Yeah.
And then he was like the first Nyaupist. Like, gidi OG. Tsa Nyaupe. And I used to go out where they were well off and fine and what. So when I saw him asking me for money, I thought he was playing a game. Because Kimizi a little dinner, but I'm tips, not anymore.
Ish, bro, I'm trying so hard not to laugh at the story, man. Yo.
Nyana something nyana. Manana not halagan. Jugas bulile bea. Gan kopena. Or something. Kamutwela darube. So gaba. But to create the character out of the Nyaupe thing was more to create awareness. Kokasi to say,
Awareness.
parents,
Yes.
this Nyaupe will grow as long as you are not taking care of these boys. Because it's your responsibility. This person at home Nyaupe, I mean, voice say we graha guy man. Nyaupe, I didn't look parliament. I should limit fellow South African.
What did you
I'm wishing you stage 5. Marga or Geluna, get la season 3. You know, you as a parent, you should know. You should know that Marwano got a
Yeah.
So I put that character in like I put that into the character so the parents could start seeing Hormara. Wow, Garnale shampoo Gamundru. And I made him so carefree that everyone should see there's something wrong with this guy. And then the name shampoo comes from Unalao Tingo Kasi, Kihutse Ale Trinkonian. That's why I get Pitor is the funniest.
Yeah.
Bao Hafanyana, Barge shampoo. Kukasiak. The happy all the time. Who yakwalabar utlo bed. Utlo kuno pakastin. He never did that with me. He would actually walk with me. So I would have conversations with Shampoo, who's supposed to be
So
crazy.
almost the only dude that you
That I was-
But they say like-minded
And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna just name this character.
No, they say like-minded people.
Yeah, but yeah, and you know, like word on the street, he got crazy because he was too intelligent. So say like-minded again. So
Nelly shampoo nicer.
yeah, yeah. So I took that character and then I
intelligence applied immediately.
so I infused that